As I sit here on these porch steps, watching how fast the world moves today, I can't help but miss the quiet, slower days of our youth. It feels like just yesterday we had all the time in the world. Yet here we are, wondering where the years actually went. To be honest, I never thought I'd be talking into a camera like this. My grandson actually set this all up for me last week. He told me that the internet is full of noise, but deeply lacking in memory. And since this old house has gotten a bit too quiet lately, I thought, why not? I just wanted a safe space to sit down and talk with folks who still remember. Today, I wanted to open up about a specific memory from the summer of 1974. It's a short story about an old family photograph, a hard lesson, and the true price of time. Something I think many of us in our golden years understand all too well. It was July 1974. The afternoon air was hot, and the sun was setting over our first small house. My wife was laughing, holding our little girl in the backyard. I remember taking a photograph of them with an old Kodak camera. Just yesterday, I found that exact photo tucked away in a dusty drawer. Looking at it, I realized we didn't have much back then. No fancy gadgets, no expensive electronics, no internet. We didn't have smart TVs or shiny new cars sitting in the driveway. Our couch was secondhand and our kitchen was tiny. But we had something money can never buy today. We had each other's undivided attention. Back then, when you sat down with someone, you were truly there. People talked to each other on their front porches every single evening. Neighbors knew your name, and friends visited without a text message first. There were no screens demanding our focus, no endless notifications buzzing in our pockets, just real, quiet, and honest human connections. You could look into someone's eyes and have a conversation that lasted for hours, without checking a device every 2 minutes. Life moved slower, like a calm river. We appreciated the simple flavor of a home-cooked meal, and the sound of crickets at night was our background music. We didn't feel the constant pressure to rush or to buy the next big thing. We were content with just being present in the moment. That old photograph reminded me of how wealthy we actually were. Even though our bank account was nearly empty, we were rich in time and rich in peace, a kind of peace that feels completely lost in today's loud and chaotic world. But then, as the 70s turned into the 80s, something changed in me. I got caught up in the chase. I wanted to buy a bigger house, a better car, and give my family everything. So I started working more. First, it was 40 hours a week, then 50, then 60. I became a manager at the company. I thought I was doing the right thing. I told myself, Arthur, you are doing this for your wife and your daughter. But the truth is, I was just never home. I missed so many family dinners. My wife would sit at the kitchen table alone, waiting for me. I remember coming home late at night, around 10 or 11. The whole house was completely dark and quiet. I would look at my wife sleeping and I felt so tired. But I told myself, this is what a good man does. I thought buying her a nice coat or a better washing machine was love. What a fool I was. She didn't want a new washing machine. She just wanted her husband to sit next to her. My little girl would go to sleep before I even walked through the front door. I always told them, next weekend we will go to the park. Or, next month I will take a few days off. But next month always turned into next year, and time just kept moving faster and faster. When you are in your 30s and 40s, you think you have forever. You think your kids will stay small forever, but they don't. One day you blink, and your little girl is packing her bags to go to college, and you realize you don't even know her favorite color anymore. I made a lot of money back then. We got the bigger house, and we got the nicer car. But if I could go back right now, I would give every single dollar back. I would throw all that money in the trash just to have one more Tuesday evening, just to sit at that small kitchen table, eating a cheap dinner with my young family. Money is just paper, but those missed bedtimes, those are gone forever. My wife passed away 3 years ago, Now I live in this big house all by myself. And you know what I think about the most? It's not the promotions I got at work. It's not the expensive cars we finally bought. I think about the mornings, just sitting in the kitchen, drinking cheap black coffee with her. She would read the newspaper and I would just look at her. We didn't even have to talk. It was just the comfort of having her there. I remember how she used to laugh when I burned the toast. Back then, I got annoyed. Today, I would give $1 million just to smell that burnt toast again. We spend our whole youth trying to get somewhere else. We chase the next milestone, the next paycheck, but peace is already right there on your own porch. When you are old, you see that the best things in life were completely free. A quiet afternoon, the smell of rain on the grass, holding hands while watching a silly movie on TV. You can't buy those things at a store. I see people today always looking at their small screens. They sit at restaurants together, but nobody is talking. They are all trying to catch something on the internet. Some fake internet points, some news that won't matter tomorrow. They are missing the real world right in front of them. They are missing the people they love. If you have a spouse sitting next to you right now, put your phone down, look at them, listen to their voice, because one day you would give everything you own just to hear that voice again, even if they are just complaining about the weather. True wealth is not in your bank account. True wealth is the person who stays with you when life gets hard. Don't wait until they are gone to realize that. Appreciate the small, boring moments, because when you look back, those boring moments were actually the most beautiful parts of your entire life. The sun is getting low now. My porch is getting dark, and I know that the sun is setting on my life too. I don't have many summers left, but I am not afraid. I am just grateful. I am grateful for the time I did get, and I want to use my remaining days to remind you of what matters. To my friends, the folks of my own generation who are watching this, I know it's hard sometimes. The world feels too fast, too loud, and it feels like nobody remembers us. It doesn't matter if your joints ache or if your hair is gray. Every morning you wake up is a gift, a brand new chance to be kind, to smile, and to find a little bit of peace. Our life still has so much value. Call your old friends. Talk to your neighbors. Share your memories with anyone who will listen. Don't sit in the dark, wasting the days you have left. Enjoy the morning light. Feed the birds. Smile at the people you see. We can't change the mistakes we made in the past. I can't go back to 1974 and stay home from work, but we can choose how we live right now, today. My grandson told me that if people like this video, they can click a button to subscribe. He says it helps more people see these stories, so if you want to sit on this porch with me again, please subscribe to Arthur's Porch Thoughts. I will be here next week, waiting for you. Until then, take a deep breath, hold the people you love a little tighter tonight, and remember to thank God for the time you have, because time is the only thing we can never buy back. Good night, my friends. Stay safe and take care of each other.